The topic that I have chosen for the cultural perspectives on death presentation is the Sikhism religion. What is Sikhism? The religion of Sikhism originated in North India close to 600 years ago. It is the fifth largest religion in the world today. The spiritual teachings of the Sikhs come from 10 gurus, as shown on the left, who give spiritual and life guidance. Sikhs believe in one creator and have a set of core beliefs that include faith and meditation, human equality, selfless acts of service, justice for all, and honest living. They also believe in the 5 thieves, which are rage, lust, attachment, greed, and ego. These negative traits prevent them from living life fully as a Sikh. The first thing we will look at is the Sikh attitudes toward death. According to Arvind Paul, 2013, in Sikh teachings, death underlies existence from the very start of one's life. They believe that their lives and eventual deaths are a cycle, which brings them closer to their god Waheguru. Sikhs seem to look at death in a positive way and as the end of their present life. It separates them from any worldly possessions and desires they have become attached to. The second thing we will look at is the beliefs and understandings surrounding death. According to What Happens at a Sikh Funeral 2016, when we die, our body is an empty vessel. There's nothing inside it. Only the soul of the deceased one lives on. Sikhs believe that physical death is simply a part of each life, but that their soul will be reincarnated. This cycle can be explained with the chart on the right. They believe that they will continually be reincarnated after each death until they reach mukti, or liberation, and are reunited with Waheguru. This is achieved by living within the will of their god. The third thing we will look at is the beliefs and understandings surrounding the afterlife. According to What Happens at a Sikh Funeral 2016, there are approximately 8.4 million life forms that Sikhs might have to go through in order to reach mukti. They believe in karma and that it plays a big role in what life form they are reincarnated as. Living a good, honest life will result in returning as a more positive life form, such as another human. On the other hand, karma will reach an unfaithful Sikh in their next life by causing them to return as a more negative life form, such as a serpent. The fourth thing we will look at is the customs and rituals of the Sikhs. What are the proper attire for a Sikh funeral? According to What Happens at a Sikh Funeral 2016, it is customary for the men to wear black and the women to wear pale colors or white to a Sikh funeral. Bright colors would be disrespectful to the family and the deceased. They normally cover their heads with a headscarf for the women and a hat or cap for the men. Modest clothing is expected with little to no jewelry. What is the expected behavior at a Sikh funeral? According to Arvind Paul 2013, those mourning the loss of a loved one are expected to maintain a state of mental equipoise and not to indulge in loud lamentation. The Sikh funeral atmosphere is more of a celebration than a time for mourning, since they believe that the deceased is one step closer to being with their god. It is customary for guests to bring vegetarian food dishes for the family, and while it is not customary, some families might appreciate flowers as a gift as well. The Sikh funeral ceremony. According to Arvind Paul 2013, the cremation ceremony is a family occasion. Members of the family wash and clothe the body in clean garments and the 5 Ks. The 5 Ks include kesh, which is uncut hair, kanga, a wooden comb, kachira, cotton underwear, kara, a steel bracelet, and kirpan, a steel sword. After the body is prepared, it is ready to be cremated. As the body is about to be cremated, the Sikhs sing a song called Kirtan Sohila and recite artis. These are meant to bless the soul that is leaving the body as it is cremated. Traditionally, the eldest son would light the body on fire, but now it is more common that the body is taken to a crematorium. These practices can vary between different Sikh families and groups. What happens after the ceremony? According to What Happens at a Sikh Funeral 2016, the family typically bathes after they get home from their loved one's funeral. This helps them get rid of any sadness or mourning they may have felt during the ceremony. They also spend the next few days reading the book of Guru Granth Sahib. About 48 hours after the cremation has taken place, the family goes back to gather the ashes. These ashes are spread in a flowing river or stream.